So I'm just going to tighten my chain and get the rear wheel realigned now that it's back on the bike. What I've done here is, as you'll see, I've just set a tape measure at a static point. So you see there's a little silver blob there on one of the links of the chain. I've just put a little dab of silver paint on it, and I'm going to try and measure the slack in the chain. I'm not sitting on the bike, and so recommendations are anywhere between 1¼ and 1½ inches of free play here at the bottom, in the middle, essentially the middle of the chain, and I'll turn the wheel round several times just to make sure that I test in various other places as well, just in case there's a slack spot in my chain. I also recognise that I need to change my chain as well. The adjusters are pushing the wheel quite a ways back, and so I don't know if you saw an earlier clip where I was actually lifting the links off the rear sprocket, so that's a good indicator that the chain's a little worn. So also I'm going to need to align the wheel as well at the same time. It kind of goes hand in hand, of course, with tightening the chain. So here we go. So it's sort of set at 10 inches, and I'm shooting for 1¼ to 1½ inches of slack. There's one. It's almost exactly 1¼ I don't really want it to go any further than that. And when you're sat on the bike, it goes from 3/4 to about 1 inch. I'll check again when I've managed to give the bike a run. But there, one, yeah, about 1¼ maybe just a little bit more. And then if I spin around, let's just pick a random spot. Yep, halfway there on the one. Yep, about the same again. Actually dropped down a bit, didn't it? Did you see that? Or I should say went up there. Well, I haven't tightened the wheel yet, but I'll be doing this again afterwards once I've tightened everything up. About 1¼ inch. So I'll tighten things up. I'm going to measure from the axle up to the Isolastic stud, if I can, with a tape measure on both sides, just to make sure that the wheel is somewhat aligned for now. Okay. So centre to centre, looks like 30 inches. Exactly. Maybe slightly out. Yeah, 30 inches and 1/8. Centre to centre. Excellent. This one was just a little bit out. It was out by 1/8 of an inch. And so now I've adjusted them both, tightening up and using the axle adjusters, and now it's exactly 30 inches and 1/8 from center of the axle to the center of this top isolastic bolt that goes through the cases. So here it is, it finally made it outside again. I haven't started it yet, I'm going to do that in a minute. And it certainly looks a lot neater at that back end. Well, that crow thought so anyway. Yeah. So, time to take it for a ride, I think. I've been missing this bike so much. Okay, I've primed the oil. I've kicked it through a few times. I haven't started it yet at all. Gosh, my heartbeat's racing. I love this part. I was kicking it through and I was looking for the valve lifter before, and it doesn't have one on a Commando. I've got accustomed to riding that old Vincent Comet. So here goes. How do I do this? Okay, a little bit of choke. I'm going to put some gas on. That might help. Tickle it. 3, 4, 10. Until it starts coming out. Yep, there it is. This is a thirsty bike. Come on, there it is. Alright, couple of kicks. One, two, ignition on, little throttle. Oh!